Hello friends and welcome to Android for Dev channel. Today I am going to show you how you can use staggered grid layout manager with recycler view. If you are thinking why you should use staggered grid layout manager with recycler view, then if you have some case like you have to display a list of data in the recycler view, but the height of the all single cell will be different, like you can see in this picture, or you can see that the Pinintrest app, the height of the cell is completely different from each other. So let's check what is the difference between the simple grid view and staggered grid. This is the simple grid view where all the size of the cell is same, as you can see in the picture. But what is a staggered grid? In the staggered grid, the height of the cell is completely different, or in many cases you can also give a different width of the cell also. So this is why you can use staggered grid layout manager. So without wasting your time, let's start with the Android Studio project. First of all, you need to add recycler dependency in your Android Studio, which we have already done in our previous videos. If you don't know how to use Grid Layout Manager and Linear Layout Manager and with the Recycler view, then please check my YouTube videos for those topics. Okay, so we have already added Recycler view dependency here in the app module level build.gridl file. Now what you have to do is, first we need to create the list underscore item underscore grid movie, the layout file for each cell in the recycler view. Okay, so I have already created that one from my previous example, this one. So we have already created this file in our previous video, so I am going to reuse this same. Okay. Now the second one is to create a view holder class for the staggered grid layout manager. This we need to create. Okay, so I'm going to create a one class, new Kotlin class. Okay, so the movie list staggered view holder. As I explained in the last video, that this view holder is the view holder will hold all these views of the one cell. Okay, so this all the views will be held by the view holder. So now let's extend recycle view holder, and we need to pass single item view here. This view variable contains this whole views, this all data in it. Now just create one function to bind the data with the view. Okay, with your layout files view. So bind. Now let's pass the data here, movie model. I'm just going to copy and paste code from here. It will not, so we don't want to waste our time here. Now I'm going to create one function to generate random height of the cell. You don't need to do this if you have a large data, then the height will be automatically changed, but I'm going to use the dummy data here to explain you. That's why I'm creating this function. Otherwise you don't need this. Range max integer and min integer. It will be return the integer type. Now return random function. We will use the random function here. Right, well, random okay, so random dot next integer max minus mean, okay, plus mean value plus mean. Okay, so this function will return the random size or random height for all the individual cells. Okay, between the value I will pass here. So what I'm going to pass is I'm going to change the height of this image view basically. So item view dot image movie dot layout params. I'm going to change the height of the cell programmatically. Get random integer. Okay, now we are done with this. Now we need to create one adapter class. Okay, so let's create one adapter class here now. Movie list stagger adapter. Okay, now extend RecyclerView.adapter and RecyclerView.holder. I explained why we need to explain this in the previous videos. Please check this out. Now we have implemented this all method. Just create one list, one array, list of movies, list of movie model. Okay, so this list will hold all the data which we are going to display in this staggered grid layout. Okay, so now this need to return the size of the list. Okay, now let's create one view holder. This view holder will be the for all the single item which will be in the recycler view. It will create the view holder for all the single items. Return this holder we are going to use here. Layout inflator class parent dot context dot inflate dot layout dot okay dot layout here. Just for our list item grid item parent and false. So this will create our view holder, and now we will bind our data with the layout file. Holder as staggered grid layout movie position. Okay, now let's move to the activity class. Okay, so in this activity what we will do is now we will attach staggered grid layout manager to the recycler view. Let's create one function here. You need to view and we are going to take we have made one function in the previous video for generating dummy data, so I'm going to use the same function so I don't need to rewrite whole code. Okay, now recycler movie, so we will use layout manager here. Okay, so layout manager, and here instead of grid layout manager which we have used in last project, we will use staggered grid layout manager 2 and staggered grid layout manager dot vertical. Here we have some options. It can be horizontal also. Okay, so If you have a different size of a width of your item, then you can use the horizontal also, or even with the height also you can use the horizontal. There is no issue, but it will scroll horizontally if you use the horizontal scroll here, and if you use vertical it will scroll vertically. Okay, so now this one is done. Now let's create one adapter class. Movie list adapter is equal to movie stagger adapter. Okay, now attach this adapter with RecyclerView like this, and pass the values or dummy values to the list of movies in adapter. Now we're done with this. Now let's run and check this out. Hope you are enjoying this video and you are understanding what I'm doing right now. If you have any questions, then please ask me in the comment box. This whole blog I have created, so I will share this link in the description also, so you can check this later also. Okay, the project is run now, so you can see this, the height of all the cell are different now because we have used a random function to generate the heights. Now you can see this is not looking good. The spaces are not there between the items. So in the last video I explained you one property of a recycler view is item decorator property. Add item decoration here, so grid item decoration 10 and 2. Now you have run the app. You can see here, see the height, the spaces is there. Now with the staggered grid layout manager you can use this grid item decoration to provide a proper space between all the items. Okay, this class you will find in my GitHub repository also. So thank you for watching this. If you have any question, then please ask me in the comment box. You can please subscribe to my channel, and you can share these videos with your friends and colleagues also, so they can also learn about this. Thank you.